Hi! Today I'll be teaching you how to open a document in Adobe Photoshop, how to create a layer mask using the Quick Selection tool, and how to save the file to your computer. First, begin by going online to find and save the image you want to mask to a folder on your computer that you can find easily. Then, open Photoshop. Once in Photoshop, look to the left-hand side of your screen. Look below New File and select Open, since you are opening an image already saved. Then, locate the image file on your computer based on which folder you saved it to. Select it and hit Open. Now you should be in the Photoshop workspace with your desired image. Unlock your image labeled Background in the Layers panel on the bottom right of your screen. Then, right-click on the image layer and select the option Duplicate Layer. Then lock the bottom layer and rename the layer something to do with your image. I labeled mine Strawberry. Now, to create a layer mask. Look at your toolbar on the far left-hand side of your screen. Here, you will find a square box with a cursor triangle hovering over it. This is the Object Selection tool. You will then right-click on this tool to reveal two more tools, the Quick Selection tool and the Magic Wand tool. Today, we will be using the Quick Selection tool, which looks like a paintbrush painting a dashed line. Once you select the Quick Selection tool, you'll see either in your Properties panel or at the top of your screen that there are three different options. You have the normal Quick Selection tool, the plus Quick Selection tool, and the minus Quick Selection tool. We are going to start out using the normal Quick Selection tool. You will then notice in the properties that you can change the size, hardness, and spacing of your brush. When changing the size, it will do just that. When changing the hardness, the lower the hardness, the more of a blend that will be created when using the tool. And let's not worry about the spacing option today. I would recommend playing around with these settings to see what you like best. Once you are happy with those settings, begin to drag the tool across your image. You will notice dashed lines begin to surround certain areas of your image. Whatever is within these dashed lines is what will remain of your picture once the layer mask is applied. You can then utilize the plus and minus version of the Quick Selection tool to add or subtract parts of your image from the selection. Once you are happy with what you have selected, we are going to create the layer mask. Now, without deselecting what you just selected, go to the Layers panel again, like we did in the beginning, and look at the icons on the very bottom of the panel. We want the Add Layer Mask button. It can easily be identified as a rectangle with a circle punched out in the middle. Once you find it, go ahead and click it. You will notice everything that you have selected has remained and the background has disappeared. If for some reason it did the opposite of this, make sure 1. You have the eyeball tool turned off on the bottom layer. This will definitely reveal it if you did it properly. 2nd, sometimes it inverts what you did. So we're going to go ahead and use the keyboard shortcut Command-I or Control-I depending on if you have a Mac or a Windows computer. After doing this, it should immediately invert the layer mask so that the background is gone and that the image that you want shown is there. Now, to save the image. In your Options section at the very top of your screen, you will select File, and from the drop-down, select Save As. We want to select this instead of just Save so that we can choose where it'll be saved to. And we can change the name and file type desired as well. Locate the folder you want your image file saved to and rename the image. Then, for file type, if you want a document that has editable layers, save as a .psd file. If you want an image anyone can view without Photoshop, save it as a Photoshop PDF file. You should now have successfully created and saved a layer mask using the Quick Selection tool in Photoshop. You now have the skills to add an image to any location or background your heart desires. Have fun playing around with this tool in all your future Photoshop endeavors. Peace!